During the recent Nintendo Direct, Nintendo showed off even more of the downloadable expansion for New Super Mario Bros. U called New Super Luigi U, and I thought we'd do what we do best and take a look at what secrets the footage might be hiding. Now please keep in mind that we already uncovered a lot about the game in our previous analysis, and that there's not exactly a ton that's new in the most recent footage, so don't expect anything too mind-blowing this time. But speaking of which, Iwata actually confirmed one of our more wild ideas from our last analysis, which is that Luigi actually does handle differently from how he did in New Super Mario Bros. U. He now jumps much higher, but it also comes at the expense of sliding much farther when coming to a stop. And as we mentioned before, this has its roots all the way back in the Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2, more commonly known to US gamers as Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. And not only that, but Luigi even kicks his legs while in the air, just like he did in the US version of Super Mario Bros. 2. And Iwata also confirmed that the game's taking another page from Japan's Super Mario Bros. 2's playbook, by being even more challenging than the original, as evidenced by the fact that there are a lot more obstacles and only 100 seconds on the clock for each level. So yeah, we were pretty dead on in our last analysis, but that's quite enough about how right we were. Let's talk about some of the new things they showed off instead. Now at first glance, the game appears super similar to New Super Mario Bros. U, but like last time, there are actually a handful of new elements on display here. In fact, every single level shown off features at least one new thing that wasn't in the original game. Now we already pointed out the flower-covered walls in our last analysis, as well as the giant skeletons scattered around in the desert, though the new footage does give us a better look at them. But did you catch the flower-covered hills in Acorn Plains? Yep, those are brand new. And so are the suspended cabanas in the beach, which you can not only jump on, but venture inside to find things like coins as well. Or what about those platforms seemingly supported by roots in the forest? Those weren't there before. And if we take a look at the level from the Rock Candy Mines region, we can see some new wooden walkways and mountainous platforms. As I said before, none of this is earth-shattering, but it is interesting to see Nintendo adding not just new elements, but ones that are actually themed to each world as well. It makes us wonder what's in store for the worlds we haven't seen yet, like Frosted Glacier or Peach's Castle area. Now something else Super Mario Bros. 2 is well known for is taking existing enemies and doing new things with them, like giving Bloopers the ability to fly. But so far, all of the enemies in New Super Luigi U appear to behave the exact same way, but that doesn't mean they'll appear in the same environments. Take the Sumo Brother from New Super Mario Bros. U for example, which appeared in only a single level, a fortress. But in New Super Luigi U, we can see that they now appear in the forest. And this might hint at a couple things. For one, their role might be expanded beyond just a single level, similar to how they were a comparatively more common enemy in Super Mario World, which is the only other game they've appeared in. But beyond that, we wonder if it might mean that other enemies will appear outside their usual comfort zones as well. Now one thing that doesn't appear to be changing at all, according to Iwata himself, is the world map. And sure enough, it looks identical, right down to the Boom Boom Boss and Rock Candy Mines. And if we zoom in real close on what we can just barely see the airship in World 1, the ship's colors appear to match that of Lemmy's from New Super Mario Bros. U. So it looks like we might be fighting the bosses in the same order too. And with that, we're done covering everything we could dig up on New Super Luigi U. As usual, let us know if you missed anything by posting in the comments. Thanks for watching, and make sure to stay tuned to GameXplain.com for more on New Super Luigi U and other things gaming too.